Let's talk Special Expedition. I know many of you may be skipping this content because it's honestly kind of a pain in the ass to do. But once you start to get to higher levels in your summoner, these transcendence pieces that Special Expeditions drop become very valuable. You need 50 of these partial pieces for level 1 transcendence, 100 for level 2, 150 of each for level 3. So farming them early on can be very important. I personally do all 50 entries plus a 200 crystal refresh for another 50 entries every single day. Additionally, you get some other nice drops that might come out and about 30k gold every single 50 refreshes. We're only going to talk about level 3 today because I don't have a team that is reliable to auto level 4. Because of how long these expeditions take, I only do this on auto and I refuse to manual it. I do have a clear here, but this was a slightly manual clear where I did switch elements during the fight, and so I stick with level 3 until I have the right unit builds. First, I'll talk about how I do it on Orbia, then I'll give some thoughts on Kina and Cleaf. It is a lot easier to clear this expedition on Orbia, and so if you have a Orbia alt built, or if you main Orbia, you should be running this expedition on Orbia. Now, if you only have Kina and Cleaf built, I'll talk about what units to bring instead of these. I'm running Konamiya, Chloe, and Lin. Konamiya is on triple HP. Chloe is also on triple HP, and Lin is on attack, crit damage, attack. All three units are, Konamiya is fully skilled up and so is Lin. Chloe is missing 3 skill ups, 2 in the invincibility and 1 in the shield. Konamiya is awakened 15, Chloe awakened 8, Lin is awakened 11. And what is very important to know when playing Orbia is that her Dark Staff does unrecoverable, so applies heal block on her S3. And so running this special expedition using the Dark Staff is critical. I'm also going to just remove a few items here just to even out the power level of the team. I think a lot of you guys are not quite at this same stage on your summoner, so I wanted to show that this is very doable by getting just close to the boss's power level. Let's take a look. For this fight, you want to make sure that all your units are on this first F1 setting because you want them to dodge as many of the mechanics as possible. Applying unrecoverable is the key to clearing this on auto reliably. Because Orbia's S3 over here will apply unrecoverable, you will see this boss is fairly easy. Once the boss gets his endure effect on, you just wait it out rather than try and strip, because on an auto team you're not flipping between Dark Staff to apply a heal block and then Light Staff to strip. The endure effect lasts a little bit, but it's not too long. While we wait for this fight to finish, we're going to take a look at the monster book. We're going to take a look at what units to bring if you are playing either Kina or Cleaf. Unrecoverable is the key here, and because you don't have an Orbia Dark Staff, you need to bring a archer unit that has unrecoverable. One that is very popular is Dark Amazon, but you also have 2 other options here to bring in. Now, I know that this will be content block for many of you because you don't have these units. But if you have a archer that can apply unrecoverable, and you can see these 3 options right here, then you'll be able to clear it on Kina and Cleaf as well. The runs will be slightly longer than a minute on Kina and Cleaf because you're bringing the archer primarily to apply unrecoverable rather than to do DPS. But with that archer unit, you should be able to auto this on Kina and Cleaf as well. If you're playing Orbia, this comp has a very close to 100% success rate. Over the course of 50 runs, I normally will have 0 fails. I might fail once in a blue moon, but that's it. So I highly recommend everybody grind out your special expeditions. It does take a long time, but the drops are valuable, and you'll thank yourself for farming these transcendence pieces once you hit the level cap. Good luck, everyone.